Hey there, quirky people. I'm your host, Anna, and today we'll be talking about John Wick Chapter 5. Chapter 4 has already turned out to be a colossal hit by securing a franchise best performance. The fans have loved how it elevates everything from storytelling to stunt work to set pieces through its extra budget. Its long runtime feels appropriate as the film never slows down. The self-improving action and shocking twists and turns always keep you hooked. So with every John Wick movie practically doubling its box office numbers, you've got to imagine that there would be a John Wick 5 in the making. Lionsgate always wanted to launch 5 John Wick movies. In fact, Part 4 and 5 were supposed to shoot back to back. The fourth film was initially set to come out in May 2021 on the same day as The Matrix 4. But then The Matrix 4 got pushed, and Keanu Reeves couldn't start with John Wick until 2022. So the idea to shoot Parts 4 and 5 back to back was changed. Instead, we got a long Chapter 4, which was close to 3 hours. And with the kind of ending it got, people are questioning whether John Wick 5 could even happen. That's because even Keanu Reeves said that Chapter 5 is not guaranteed. While speaking with Total Film, he said, and I quote, "You have to see how the audience responds to what we did. The only reason we've had a chance to make these movies is that people have liked what we have done. So I think we have to wait and see how the audience responds to it." Unquote. Well, the audience and critics' response, as we know, is highly positive. So, Lionsgate will surely want to make a Part 5. But both Keanu Reeves and director Chad Stahelski may not be ready for it at this very moment. They may not want to rush it. Actually, it is quite likely that John Wick 5 may not happen, because while speaking with The Hollywood Reporter, Stahelski said, and I quote, "In our minds, Keanu and I are done for the moment. We're gonna give John Wick a rest. I'm sure the studio has a plan. If everyone loves it and it goes kooky, then we'll take a quiet minute. Keanu and I will take the long trip to Tokyo, we'll sit in the Imperial Hotel Scotch Bar and go, what do you think? We'll have a couple 20-year-old whiskeys and write some ideas on napkins. If those ideas stick, maybe we'll make a movie." Unquote. So, it all depends upon the idea. All 4 John Wick movies have been the best in terms of storytelling and action. So neither Lionsgate nor the Keanu and Chad duo would want to tarnish the brand with a rushed John Wick 5. If they will do it, then they do it right about 4 to 5 years down the line. For now, Chad Stahelski is finally moving out of the John Wick franchise and taking up another project like Michael B. Jordan's Rainbow Six. He might even want to direct another movie after Rainbow Six before returning to John Wick 5. In the meanwhile, Lionsgate is coming up with a few other spin-offs. One of those is the Continental series, and the second is a movie called Ballerina, which will introduce Ana de Armas as a female John Wick-esque character. She will be a female assassin from John Wick's Russian family who has been trained under the Ballerina program that was teased in Chapter 3. Apart from Ballerina, there may be another spin-off in the works with Donnie Yen's Kane, and Chapter 4's end credits scene could have been teasing exactly that. But together, all these projects would lead us into John Wick 5. And the reason we're talking about it is that even though we've been shown his death, John Wick could have surely survived. In the final moments of the film, we're shown that John Wick's body collapsed after he was shot thrice by Kane. Following the scene, Winston and Bowery King attended his funeral where they said their goodbyes in front of Wick's tombstone, which read, "John Wick, loving husband." But it's possible that Wick's newly revealed father Winston simply faked his death to give him a true exit from the world of killing. The High Table had cleared John Wick of all his obligations and granted him the freedom he always wanted.
"The table will honor its word. You will have your freedom."
But in his journey, Wick must have made numerous enemies who would never stop coming for him. So for his sake, it was important for the world to believe that he had already died. Hence, there was a fake tombstone placed over an empty casket. But as Marquise warned John Wick that he could never be free of killing, we'll see that intuition turn into reality when Mr. Wick gets pulled back into his old life one last time in Chapter 5. Showing his fake death was a smart move because it allows both Chad Stahelski and Keanu Reeves to take a break. While they could focus on other projects, Lionsgate would also get time to spawn other spin-offs out of the John Wick franchise. And it is possible for Keanu Reeves to even cameo in one of those, teasing his survival. Then a few years down the line, when he gets ready for one last ride, Lionsgate could give us that finale. Okay, that's all we know about John Wick Chapter 5. Do you think it should happen? Or are you happy to give John Wick a rest after such an amazing ending and just to continue with other spin-offs? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next one.